He's going looking for a waste
Hey man, you fought a stupid for a wise man. For know it all like yourself, you should have known that I should have covered our tracks. Hey man, you fought a stupid for a wise man. Go ahead and try me, go ahead and try me, go ahead and try me, go ahead and try me.
Good boy, double bass guitar.
And we're back. We're rolling. This is Don't Trip. Can you please like, comment, share, subscribe? We're here for all of it. Send it on to your friends. But the team are back. Don't Trip. Introducing first, a Beefy. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, brother. Good to be back again. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get into it, man.
Let's get into it. Next on, we got Buckstar.
Yes. What's going on, man?
What's happening? And we got JR back for another episode.
Yeah, back like I never left.
And we got J Huss because his hat's leaning to the side. You get me? Don't know what's going on.
Man, you know he's like no. You know what he's like? He's like Onyx. You know Onyx.
I was
Did
gonna
it
say,
front.
Onyx, yeah.
Is this how we started, yeah?
Look at me. That's why you hit ball.
Hey, but yeah, we got Tiny Godfather. We got Tiny Godfather in the building.
Yeah, don't worry. Enough smoke around later still.
Yes. Please,
Tiny
please,
looks
please.
like a fug from Brooklyn. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
black out, everything.
Be black.
Serious. But to get the show on the road, you know already, you know the score. Okay, so this is where we run through the weekend's results. We have got Tottenham Rubbish Spurs versus Man U Rubbish United. Horrible. What you got to say about that, Tiny? Come on. What you got to say about that game?
Man Poo versus Spuds. Yeah. To be honest, a draw was fair result. We're both shit. And yeah. I don't know how we got a last minute goal after they got a last minute goal.
It's the history of the Tottenham, man. It's the history of the Tottenham.
You're sounding like Gary Neville.
Well, their character is mad. Their character is mad.
Hey, could I ask you, did you see the celebration for Richarlison's goal? How many
mate.
calamities happened? Yeah, the one man tried to slide on his front and messed it up. Another man tried to slide on his knees. I think it was Jed Spitz and fell over. It was just a calamity. We knew what was coming after that.
Yeah, it's like, you lot don't even know how to celebrate wins.
Say, Buck, I gotta give you 3 pauses there. That was wild.
Not even 3 points. Not even 3 points, 3 pauses.
I feel like I should have been at one of them parties.
Moving on, we got.
I still don't know what the pauses are for, man. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, we're not going back. We're not going back.
He said no, he didn't say rewind. We're not getting back to it.
We're not going back. Yeah, there's no returns. Yeah, we got Everton 2, Fulham 0. Got West Ham 3. They look like they're on a roll. Burnley 2. We got the got a very interesting game over there. Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2. So I'm gonna pass it on to my resident Arsenal fans. What are we saying, JR? What happened, mate?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not out here making excuses. I spoke about Sunderland before, saying actually, like, you know, after they beat Chelsea, I was like, like they could hurt teams, right? they could hurt teams, and their position in the table says so. Like, and I'm still a bit upset. We should have seen out that game. Like, we should have. Like, it's something that we pride ourselves on. We should have been able to see out that game. But Sunderland, they just kept on fighting. Like, the way they tried to punch us up, like there wasn't much we could do about it, really. Like, we were out battled in some aspects. But you know what? I'm just happy that we didn't lose. Like, I like the way we fought back as a team, but I'm just a bit disappointed that we allowed them to get a draw.
Yeah, but what we saying? Yeah, are we along those views, or you got your own analysis?
Similar, but I wouldn't go as far as to say allowed them to get a draw. I thought they were good for the draw, personally. First half was theirs. I thought we weren't even at it in the first half. Couldn't put our passes together, ran out of ideas. So I thought they probably were the better team first half. Second half, we were the better team. Literally a game of two halves, and I thought Sunderland deserved the point that they got from it. Really, I'm just being real.
You know why?
I mean,
you know why? Because like, once you get to that final minute, yeah, doesn't matter what team it is, you should be able to see out a game. That's why I'm upset with what we did. But I know what you mean about them deserving it, because they gave as good as they got, basically. We did. Arsenal, that pride ourselves on our defense, should have been able to see out that.
Should have, but I mean, Gabriel probably didn't have his best game. I'm sorry, he didn't have his best game. He was there whining and complaining about a foul that was never in a million years a foul. I don't know what he was doing, and I think it's almost a shock of conceding a goal. He didn't know how to react, so he started asking for a free kick. But I thought sorry, go on, bro. Go on.
It might be true, man. Got a couple shots on target. You know, used to that.
Yeah, innit? This is it. And I mean, but we did have some people that play well. I thought Trossard was our best player. I thought he was brilliant. If I was going to brilliant goal. If I was going to criticize anyone, it's got to be Arteta for his subs. I thought he waited way too long to make any substitutions. Way too long. It's not who he brought on. It's just when he did it. I thought we needed fresher legs on earlier, and he left it a little bit too late, in my opinion.
And also, what JR just said, if he was supposed to see the game out, wasn't his job to make sure they see it out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Either keep the ball, guys. We need to, formulate a plan that we don't let them score no more goals. We lock it off.
Yeah, I think he went basically five at the back, like with I think 5 minutes of normal time or something like that, right? And he brought Mosquera on, and I thought, you know what? Like, where I was a bit scared about that is because you're like, if you invite the pressure from a team that's really hungry, then eventually the dam might break. Right, so
that's it.
I watched the game before when you tried to do that, and you tried to see the game out. I can't remember if it was a cup game, and you sat back and you end up getting licks. And I was thinking,
it's just a silly thing to do when we look more comfortable attacking. We look more comfortable when we had the ball. We look more comfortable attacking. We look more comfortable putting pressure on them. As soon as we changed that and started to defend, and as you say, have 5 at the back.
What's that?
Okay, enough of the Arsenal show. Thank you very much.
Don't
worry about that. Don't worry about that. Anyway,
he can't wait to get to the Chelsea game. That's why.
Exactly. Moving on to more important things. The mighty Chelsea.
They're a renegade team, though. You can't get gassed over that, man.
I don't care, bruv. I don't care. At the moment, we're third. Like JR said, we lost to Sunderland. We come back. I can think about this win for a little while longer as well because of the international break. Last international break, it was us beating Liverpool. This is international break. It's us beating Wolves. Hopefully, we hope Cole Palmer's back for after the international break. And then we get things moving. Esteval is a serious operator. Del Pedro got a goal. We move on to Sunday's fixtures. Aston Villa got a good 4-0 win. They look like they're back a little bit, especially against Bournemouth. It's a very difficult game. Brentford got a good win at home to Newcastle. Brentford are usually good at home. Crystal Palace 0-0 with Brighton. The less said, the better. We don't do 0-0s. Nottingham Forest got a win somehow because they don't really win games, but it was against Leeds,
Nice.
so better sweet. I don't know. And then for the main event of the weekend, oh Lord, we have to see that properly.
Lordy.
Manchester City 3,
Give him the IT. Give him the IT.
Deadpool 0. What in the world did I watch on that Sunday? Who was, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to talk about this, but I'm going to go to Beefy first. Beef, tell me about that game, please.
No, but I can't say too much. I'm gonna say it is. They got slapped. They got slapped differently. Where was the cohesion? Where was the structure? They just got found out. I don't know what's going on over there. The setup seemed to be the right setup, but after being Real Madrid, you'd think they'd go there with the gusto and think, yeah, we could do this and put patterns of play together. They look like a sinking ship. They actually look like a sinking ship. I feel sorry for them, man. I feel sorry for Slot. I don't know where his head's at.
Sorry
Man.
for them.
I don't feel sorry.
What?
Man. Who cares, man?
Listen, he had a good squad to start off with.
He's always had a good squad. I don't care.
I think what you're saying is what we're all thinking. That Jurgen Klopp won the league last season.
Now he did, man.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now my man's adding his own players in. What's he doing?
Yeah,
he's got
he got too
five out of
excited.
6 games, man.
That man saw
Florian
PSR they saw profit in the PSR and just thought, yeah, calm, let's just fire away. No, bro. That never worked.
It worked. And I'm not being funny.
Van Dijk.
I'm going to talk on Florian Wirtz because them man was too quick to talk about certain players when they were bought for big money and they done nothing. How's the man played all these Premier League games and got less goals than Marino for us? How is that possible? That Estevar, that young player. I don't want to hear about new league. Estevar for Chelsea. Young player, new league, banging. So what's going on with Wirtz? What's happening there? Why can't we talk about him? 120 million for what?
Ekatike's in the same team. Ekatike's in the same team.
Yeah.
But they said Wirtz has only scored in Germany because he scored against Leverkusen. Or he only was it not scored? Assist? Was it assist?
Assist, man. He ain't got no goals.
He's still done it in Germany.
Hey, bro, I've got a group chat called Until Wirtz Scores. It's been like that all season, and it's going to continue.
No comments in the group. No comments.
I can't lie though. Doku had the craziest game ever. He was on madness.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was his first goal in 24. Like, that's what we have to remember.
Wait. I said the craziest game ever. I didn't say nothing about
that performance.
Listen to the wording.
But you know what?
Performance was nuts.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? The reality is Man City didn't need to play amazing to brush Liverpool, right? They had a couple good individual performances, but they brushed Liverpool on all fronts. Like my thing is I think that Liverpool, one of the things they did wrong, it wasn't even just disrupt the team, but also I think they kind of believed that they won it already. Like, they won it already. We just got Isak, best striker in the league other than Haaland. Yes, we just got one of the best right backs in Germany. We got one of the best attackers in Germany. And then we one of the best left backs from last season. And you know what? We've still got Salah. So we've got a trick in the bag. So they thought they had it.
The words were, if we get Isak, it's a wrap. You know how many times I heard them words?
So many times.
And where were they after that game? All these Liverpool man that I know, missing. All of them missing. All of them. Where are they? Liverpool fans have got that trait where they got the biggest mouths on the planet until they lose.
Yeah, but I think Newcastle done them dirty, bro. They stopped feeding Isak from the time he stopped playing, bro.
Bro, Isak's a big man, you know. He can't get a Chinese. Bro,
Isak looks about. Bro, Isak looks like he was locked in a room, yeah. They didn't give him nothing, blood.
Just gave him sugar water.
He looks like a prisoner of war, innit? He looks
bro.
Sugar water all day, that's it.
Honestly, it's mad. But either way, I don't care, right? You know, some of the big, and I think I don't know if we said this on this podcast, but one of the things I said is one of the biggest problems that Liverpool did, and one of the is Trent, right? Trent, letting go of Trent and letting go of Diaz is one of the biggest losses, right? Those two players make a massive difference. Diaz's press, right, and his work rate and his trickery and how he could carry the ball and kind of have a good scoring and assisting rate made a massive difference. Trent was a get out of jail, right? They can get the ball back to front really easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he can always get the best out of what's in front of him because he knows Salah. Salah knows him, right? He knows the team. But now
free kicks as well. They've lost his free kicks.
They've lost Trent. They lost his delivery.
So much to that Liverpool side, man.
They have no one else.
They didn't know, but all they do, like even the other day when they played Madrid, was boo the shit out of him. That's all they do. There's no appreciation at all at the moment.
I can accept that though, because that's that. Yeah, I can accept that. What I don't accept is the abuse. And where they're vandalizing the painting on the wall that they made of it. This is a legend. Yeah. He's won every trophy there is to win for Liverpool. He hasn't gone to a direct rival. He's gone to Madrid in another country. Came through the academy. And let's not forget, Liverpool were part of that whole Isaac situation. So they ain't no angels either. I've got absolutely no sympathy for Liverpool. None. None at all.
But that's their fault. The way I see it, that was Liverpool's fault. Yeah, they let probably their best 3 players all run down to the last year of their contract. That has nothing to do with Trent's footballing ability, has nothing to do with him being a snake. If they had spoke to him the year before, or maybe even the year before that, said, look, you're important to us, we're giving you a contract extension, because all I ever hear from Liverpool fans is, oh, Trent done this and Trent left because he's a snake and we didn't even get nothing from him. He should expect more. We should get more because he should want the club to have more for him. This, that, and the other. No, the club let his contract run down, and then as soon as it ran down, he had a decision to make, and he made his decision. That was their choice in the upstairs at Liverpool, and they done it with 3 of their best players. They got lucky.
And let's not forget, they got paid.
Chose to stay.
They still got paid. He was out of contract, and they still got paid.
Yeah,
Isaac was not out of contract. This is a different situation.
Yeah.
So the two that re-signed, who are not performing at the moment, VVD and Salah, do you reckon that was a boo-boo by them then? What, should they have sold Salah? Should they?
Yeah,
they should
everyone was so all the Liverpool fans, all the media, everyone said if anyone's gonna leave, it's gonna be Trent, and that's the best option to leave. Now it ain't looking like that right now. It ain't looking like that right now.
Salah, right, is of the age where he's not going to get better and better, right? Salah is a system player. He knows Liverpool. He knows the system. And he's got the freedoms to do Salah things, right? But eventually, his steam, right, will run out, right? It won't be the same. And we're getting to that stage where he's not being the same Salah as he was before, because actually the system doesn't work for him and he doesn't have the legs to keep running around and doing all this other madness. Now, the other thing as well is Van Dijk relies on having like Konate at his best, and Konate is not being his best.
Oh my Lord.
It means that Van Dijk looks even worse because Van Dijk
his mind's at Madrid already.
His
mind ain't nowhere, bruv. He won't even get into Atletico Madrid with this form. I spoke about him on other pods. I'm not going back into it, but
but they heavily rely on him. And the thing is what you also have to remember, right, is Liverpool or any team at their best is firing on all cylinders from all players. As an example, right? Last season, like Konate was playing decent, all right? Some people compared him to Saliba. I don't know why, but they compared him. And then there was Van Dijk, and then they had Robertson and they had Simak, right? Now the worst thing is he's not a great player, but he's experienced. He knows Liverpool. He knows the way they play. Then they had the midfield 3 that worked really well, all right? Worked together. They understand each other. They understand the league. Then you had Luis Diaz. Then you had Gakpo. Then you had Salah. Now, between Gakpo and Nunez, they weren't sure who was going to be up top. And Jota, obviously, God bless his soul. But it was like, who's going to help Salah score more goals, right? And who's going to fill in on the days that he don't? Because other than that, they were all firing. Now, when you got a right back that ain't doing his thing, when you got a left back that ain't doing his thing, when you got another centre back that's not firing, it means the other one isn't firing. And Gravenberch has been hit and miss, right? And you're having to rejig the team to occupy for Wirtz, who ain't doing nothing. So it
Bro,
means
can I just ask you, how is their best right back supposed like that? How is that supposed like? Supposed like their best right back?
Yeah, but he's just their best player. Because he's also their best midfielder. McAllister's doing nothing, and Gravenberch is doing nothing. So he's their best player because he's their best midfielder, centre midfielder. He's their best right back. He's their best everything. He's their best free kick taker. He's their best everything. Their best everything. So are we at Don't Trip? Are we just putting this down to Liverpool being horrible, or are we saying City were decent, or Liverpool just dead? Are they just Deadpool like we always say?
Then they are Deadpool, but I said this before about Slot. Last season he had it good. He didn't have really any hiccups. He won the league comfortably, and I always thought, I wonder how he's gonna do when things are not going so well, and we are now seeing that. That's all I'm saying. Is he as good as we thought he was, or was it Jurgen Klopp who won the league? I keep saying it.
He's doing a whole bunch of whinging. I tell you that. Teams are sitting in. They do long throw. They do long ball. You're the reigning champions,
piece, this,
bro.
that, and the other. Yeah,
you're the reigning champions. Give it a rest.
Do you know what's funny? They're talking about the set pieces, but they got in the Champions League. They've had more set piece goals than any other team.
Yeah.
In the last 2 games, besides the City game, they were rescued by set pieces.
But it's only a problem when it doesn't work for you.
That's it. Exactly.
Facts. That's the truth.
Facts.
And you know
I don't ever talk nothing about set pieces because, as you know, David Beckham played for Man United. We dominated the whole league on free kicks and corners and everything. You get me? So
big facts.
You don't get less points for a set piece goal. It's the same.
Exactly, bro. It's not like 3 pointers.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah. Do you know what's funny, bro? What's funny is the amount of moaning people are doing makes me want to score set pieces every game. I hope we get more. I hope we score more set pieces, but I'm enjoying it.
Yes, but you do, back to Liverpool before we move on. For me, I think that Liverpool. The problem with Liverpool is what Bucks was saying is sometimes when you come across a problem that you've not experienced before, you just don't know how to bounce back from it. And I think they're still trying to figure out how to bounce back from this. You know, it's like we've lost and we've lost again. Like we shouldn't be losing. Let's bounce back. But they don't have the confidence or understanding. And then it's like, should I change the team? Should I change the players? Should I put Wirtz on the wing? Should I put in the middle? Should I start Isak? Should I
put Wirtz in the bin?
Should I start planning flights for Europa League next season?
Yeah.
They might win that.
How many days was that guy in the box in the sky for? I'm hearing Wirtz has nearly reached my man's.
Yeah, man. He's wasted that amount of time in the box.
It's in the box there, nothing, blood.
Do you know what? I've read a stat today that said that there are 1,000 players in Europe's top 5 leagues that have contributed more goals or assists than Wirtz.
Nagelsmann talking about, well, maybe some of these players should score some of these goals and give him some assists. I'm thinking, what the hell is this guy saying?
JR, can be a pastor because you preach today, my brother.
The funniest thing about this is if we go back to the Opta predictions. Look who's at the top of the league in yellow. Now, I don't know about you lot. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Sure. Look where Newcastle are, man. Newcastle are 2 points off relegation right now. Look where they are.
That's what I'm saying. But if you do look at the relegation, We got a team at the bottom who definitely ain't at the bottom in the
Not right
real
now.
league.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Sunderland.
I'm pretty other
Sunderland.
two should be in there though.
Yeah, for real. But that's why you gotta take these things with a pinch of salt. But more on
Yeah.
Sunderland, they are the shock of the Premier League at the moment. Even with Liverpool being as bad as they are, Sunderland are still the shock of the Premier League because I don't think anyone gave them any chance of even staying up or being close. And at the moment, it looks like they're going to the Champions League and beyond. So what do we think? Beefy, how good are Sunderland? Or is it just a
Very,
purple patch?
very. No, I think they're good. I think they're a solid outfit. I think they've had a brilliant window. I don't know how much man they put in, but I know they did recruit heavily.
13 players.
But I'm telling you now, they're not taking no licks for nobody. They're standing up tall and they're saying, listen, we're here. We're here. I heard they're trying to get the youth from Barcelona.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's talked about, oh, they want this kid. I'm saying, I see them today saying, yeah, they're gonna go for him. I'm like, wow, okay. But no,
Sunderland, you know.
I think they're the real deal. They graft. They got people that are grafting in there. Granit Xhaka is a new lease of life. We know what he's
I
about.
wish we still had him. I'll be honest.
he's just for the gaffer. He must be thinking he's a blessing because he could just run the team for me. He literally just send him on the pitch, say, "Granit, you know what to do, innit?" Say, "Yeah, don't worry, boss. I got this." So yeah, they are performing very well, very very well.
Beef is doing my job for it. That was gonna be my next question, bruv. What's going on? I was gonna bring that on to my Arsenal correspondence. Granit Xhaka, he's got the most distance covered in the Premier League in his mid-30s, I think he is. How well is he doing for Sunderland?
I think we know that what he can do, though, don't we, JR? Him covering distance has always been a thing. It's always been a big part of his game. And I don't want to talk too much on it. I'm just going to say I would still have him at Arsenal right now, personally. Like, you know what I mean?
The thing is the thing about Xhaka, right, is like I always thought he was a good player, but I just thought he was a liability, right? And I think the position that he was played in, he was always potentially a liability. Because of his levels of aggression. He wasn't necessarily as disciplined. How much space was in front of him because we were a team that actually kept controlling the ball, so the distances between the forwards and him will be a lot further away. And he might be required to be a single pivot and them to be further away. So he has to cover more distance. But he is a good player. He's a great leader, and I think a lot of people kind of miss the fact that he is good at what he does, and he's got a lot to his game. It's just that there was a lot of moments that tarnished his career at Arsenal, which some people.
I mean, that's the armband. That's it. Grip.
I think that was forgotten by the time he left. I think it was all it was all water under the bridge.
I didn't forget that shit. I remember that shit. But what I'm saying,
But you one of them fans that was upset though?
A little, yeah, a little bit, but I was probably upset. You know, you don't want to see a player throwing a shirt down like that. But I could understand why he was feeling like that. And you know what Arsenal fans we can be like sometimes. We can be a little bit reactive. Yeah, sometimes. Some of us, sometimes. Yeah.
But you know what? The thing is, the backstory of that, like we get, like you're getting booed. Obviously, there was stuff going on in his home. So you kind of get it. But at the moment, as a fan, you're thinking I would personally, what I didn't like, I wouldn't boo him. He's not done, like he didn't get, it's not like he done something to his own player and then he got subbed off. Like he just got subbed off. Like you shouldn't boo your own player getting subbed off.
And we've got previous, Ibue. Yeah, we've got previous for that.
Yeah, exactly. That I didn't agree with. That's what I didn't agree with. So like you shouldn't be doing that. Dashing it on the floor is something that it was his reaction. And the thing is his reaction that way is basically saying, well, fuck this. I don't want to be here. right? Which was a challenge, because even though the fans shouldn't have done that, if you're saying you don't want to be here, that's a different problem, right? Now, going past that, seeing him actually flourish is disappointing, because we're thinking, wow, we could have seen this Jacker at Arsenal. Now we saw it by Leverkusen. We're seeing.
Oh no, we saw it, man. We saw it. Look how many goals he's.
Nah,
Look how
he
many
done
goals he
well
scored
in the
that season.
the season before he left. He was doing
Yeah.
basically what Declan Rice does now, that like left centre mid 10. That's where you guys got the best out of him.
Well,
But
scoring
enough
more
about
goals.
Arsenal anyway. But Xhaka, do you think like when he's gone into Sunderland, they bought him now, he's gained the captaincy straight away, which like kind of divided certain people because like, what does this brother know about Sunderland? Obviously, it looks like the right choice now. But they got a few other players that are doing well. Obviously, you got the story of Dan Ballard. Obviously, he was an Arsenal player before in the academy, and obviously he scored. They got Robbie up top. He just got from Ajax. Is mad to me because players are going from Ajax to Sunderland, by Leverkusen to Sunderland. It's mental. I don't get it. Now they think they can sign Fermin Lopez. That is mad. I don't know what is going on in this world, but I don't think that's going to happen because that's just too mad. But the fact that they feel like they can
Oh, it can
even go
happen.
and knock on the
Nah,
door.
but you're
It can happen.
forgetting.
Barca ain't got money. Barca got the biggest debt in
Yeah,
world football,
that's
and they
exactly
can't
what I was
register
gonna
all their
say.
players. It can happen. Trust me.
Mate, no. If
But
I'm,
you also have to remember, right? You also have to remember, right? Like the Premier League is such a draw that people will go to teams even if they think they'll get relegated, right? That is the reality. There's so much money, there's so much visibility, there's so much opportunity to move between clubs. Like once you've proven
clauses
yourself
in
in the
that
Premier
if
League,
you get
you could
relegated.
basically do it anywhere. Now that's how people sell their projects, right? So Sunderland, they've been on Netflix, right? Sunderland, like they've got a very like
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
right. They've got a very very passionate fan base, so that they love you when they love you, right? So that's how you can sell it to a player. Now, for me, what I think is the overall story around Sunderland is actually very interesting. Like when they got the youngest owner in the world, right? They got the manager who used to be at Lorient, and he was rubbish at Lorient, right? He got them relegated, but he managed to go with them in the championship, do really well in the championship, and get them promoted, right? But they brought in 13 new players, right? 13 new players, not from massive teams, couples from massive teams, but not massive names. So if we talk about, they got Habib Diarra from Strasbourg, right? They got Simon Adingra was at Brighton. They got Enzo Lafie from Roma, like Brian Brobby, obviously. They got James Dean Talby from Club Bruges, like Union FG. So they used statistics. They used all those things similar to what Brighton did to look at players to buy. And they bought 13 new players, right? And they shifted about 30 new players, which is a bit annoying because imagine you help them like get into the Premier League.
One of them's Joe Bellingham, which I thought was going to be a problem because obviously he was one of their better players, if not their best player in the championship. And then they moved him on. And I was like, oh, that might be a bit of an issue. You probably don't want to sell your best player going into the Premier League season. But they're showing that maybe it don't matter.
But you know what they did was quite smart. If you think about it, all these players that they bought have come from teams in different levels of leagues of respect, because the Belgian league is not a top 5 league. But they come from teams that have played in their top leagues, or they played in the Champions League, they're first teamers. So they come in. Joe Bellingham is young and played in the Championship, and that's it. He's not played for the country in the first team. He's not, like, you don't know where he's going to go. And if you want to fund that revolution, you sell him. And they sold him for 30 mil or something like that. And then that means that they can fund the revolution going forward. And if they got a good sell-on clause, which they're probably hoping that he goes from Borussia Dortmund to Real Madrid, they make more bread, right? And all these other people that they bought, average age about 24, they're thinking if they do well, brilliant. If they don't, we can sell them. They're young enough to sell. We're bringing in Jack for the experience and the understanding. And the rest of them, they kind of proven the model right. I would say though, can you sustain it? I don't know. Like, I don't know if their squad can sustain that performance.
Season after season progress.
Not even just season. I mean, the next 10, 15 games, like if you start losing key players through, injury or suspension, then where do you go from there? That's yet to be seen, but Sunderland have a format and it's working.
I personally believe that Sunderland will do all right because of home form. They're a team that's going to fight the hell out of you if you're at their yard. And I think that's what will take them through to the end of the season, isn't it? Whether they have...
A lot of teams will drop points there.
Whether they continue to be able to perform like they are throughout the whole season, I don't think they will, like JR was saying. For them to consistently do that all season, that would be madness. Another Leicester situation, isn't it? But
nah, they won't do that. They won't do that. They'll be like Forest. They'll be like Forest.
I think in terms of like themselves though, they're a battling team, bro. They're one of them teams that you don't even want to go to their ground because it's just headache, bro. These men all them teams that have long throws. I was even watching the other day. They got their signs and everything quite close to the pitch, so you can't even.
They weren't that way before. They still are smart.
So
it's good though. But that's how you made it used to be your home pitch.
So I think their home games is going to be a lot for them this season. That's going to leave them in a decent position come the end of the season.
Can I just say that their game against us, I don't know what it's looked like against other sides. Chelsea have been there as well. It's like a throwback.
No, Chelsea
is like the late 90s, early 2000s throwback game.
Yeah, Chelsea was at home. Obviously, we wanted to do stupidness, but we're not going back. We're not.
But no, what I'm trying to say is watching that Sunderland game was like, it was end to end. It was physical. It was like a throwback to the Premier League of old. Like, that's what I thought when I was watching that game.
Okay, and moving on to some people's favorite part of the show. So, definitely mine.
Hold on. Who chose last time I was on pod? Who were my winners?
No, we're not there yet. No, we're not there yet.
No, I'm just saying, because we're on the Sunderland subject. Remember who chose them as their winners last time they were on pod?
We're giving you.
Wait, stop. When was you last on the pod? Because there's been
game week 2,
Hey, listen, if it was week 2, my predictions is crazy.
Bro, Sunderland's been getting their flowers for a minute this season, so yeah.
All right.
Stop it! Cut it out!
Fraud Watch.
Hey, that's like a throwback to match of the day. Too good, too bad. Because we just went from too good. Now we're getting to too bad. Now I'm gonna go first because Arnie Slot is my fraud of the week. Because I think he walked to a Premier League title last season by accident, and now he has no clue what to do. He keeps playing verts when he ain't it. He needs to see the bench ASAP. He keeps playing Isak. I think Isak's injury done him a favor to take him out of the team. He was playing Isak over Ekitike. Ekitike was popping. Now he don't what's it? Now Ekitike hasn't been scoring at that same frequency because he had a spell out of the team, which was unfortunate. And he got sent off because he was trying to prove a point in the cup. When he scored the goal, got sent off for taking off his shirt like a donut. He's got his players on the next dimension. Konate's playing bad. He doesn't know who his best left back is. He doesn't know who his best right back is. His best players playing centre mid, right back, Cam, CDM. They are a mess and it looks disgusting. So the first one that I'm going with is Arnie Slot because I definitely think he's a fraud. And that's where we're starting off. Tiny, who's your fraud of the week? Or fraud, what should I say?
I don't know, because no one's been talking about Wolves here. I've been noticing. This whole team has been terrible this season, bro. I don't know what is going on there because they've been a half decent team like for the last good 5 years or so. Do you know them ones? They've been a half decent mid-table team, can actually cause a few upsets and that. But yeah, they are on my fraud watch. Because yeah, relegation form, mad. They've conceded like 3 or 4 goals every game for the last 3 or 4 games. Like, you can't be holding 3-4 goals a game for standard. Nah, bro. These man, yeah, Premier League.
Nah. All right. Buckstar, who's your fraud watch for this week?
Oh man, there's so many this week. There's so many. There's Liverpool fans. There's inconsistent referees. There's inconsistent referees.
Fraud.
The bigger, but I'm gonna put Newcastle United in as my frauds because they're 2 points off relegation. And I knew this was going to happen when they got back in the Champions League. I knew their Premier League form was going to get killed. And they've just been losing games, man. They're just not looking good at all at the moment, man. It's like they put everything into certain games and forget that they've still got to win other games. You know what I mean? So
They forgot
Newcastle United, man.
Their fans must be absolutely steaming. Yeah, they've watched Sunderland come up into the Premier League and just completely bad it up, and then as they've done that, they've just fell off. It's just been a whole cycle. They must be up there, up north right now. Must be hostile as hell. Serious. It must be.
If I'm gonna pick a specific player, Dan Burn for getting sent off and giving a penalty away.
And he should have gave away a 2, by the way.
And by the way, that penalty, I have to say though, hold up. That penalty wasn't Dan Burn playing the ball, so it shouldn't have been given because he played the ball. Didn't we hear that somewhere?
Just
wondering.
We're not gonna go into VAR. VAR is always the fraud, isn't it? We're not gonna.
It is always the fraud.
JR, who's your fraud watch for this week?
Mickey van der Ven.
What? Wow.
Spursy. We're going Spursy.
You know, like the way that this guy's name's thrown out, I just think to myself, are you not serious or are you crackheads? Like, how do you compare to anyone? Like, you must be smoking the highest crack, not the grade, the highest crack that's out there, mixed with, I don't know, bath salts or something, because I'm like, this guy, he's just fast. He's not having a good...
Why was they gassing up that goal that he scored the other day because he ran down the pitch?
Don't get me wrong. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. I rated that goal, but you know what? He's a defender. I don't give a fuck how many goals he scores. Man, he's compared
he's
to...
their top scorer.
I'm like...
He's their top goal scorer.
I'm like, why are you not comparing clean sheets?
They need to do what you lot done with that midfielder you got, Marino, bro. Just slap him up front, bro, and put Richards in defense.
Richardson.
He's had one. He's had one clean sheet.
Just Richard.
One clean sheet in
I want to
6
change
games,
my fraud, man.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go Richarlison. He took his top off. Like
no, it's not Richarlison. No, I wanted to give it to Xavi Simons, man.
Oh, mate.
That guy, that guy is scoring. He's getting 4s and 5s rated.
I heard that he said something about he's upset that he went there and he should have gone Chelsea.
I heard that as well.
He does some bullet. No one don't want to go Spurs, blood. No one don't want to go there.
Man's blaming Spurs for his performances. It's mad.
Yeah, he ain't happy, man. Football's a confidence game. You get me? And he didn't get the move that he wanted, and he knew he didn't want to stay where he was. So he had to just accept it and bite the bullet. But moving on, winners and losers. We're gonna go Buckstar first. These are winners and losers of the week.
This is an easy one, man. My losers are Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans, yes. You are my losers. Not even the team, the fans. No, you know why? Yeah, when teams lose, you got to take it on the chin, pause, and you got to deal with it, and you got to take the banter and take the stick. But they all go missing. It's like they all vanish, and it's like, where are you guys now? Where are you? After one win, they came back. They came back after one win. With all the talk again, after one win, you know.
Yeah.
and then they lost and disappeared
Against
again.
Real Madrid. Real
Yeah.
Madrid, Real Madrid.
I don't want to hear from Liverpool fans for the rest of the season. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear your opinion. I don't want to know about anything from you.
But it's all right. You're not going to hear from them because they're not winning.
Fair enough.
Oh,
And
man.
Your winners.
My winners, I'm gonna give it to Sunderland. I just thought they played so well. I thought that they've done so well for this point of the season as well. They're up there in 5th place, I think, aren't they? 5th place. And yeah, they're just performing really well, and they're a hard team to beat. Good players. Manager's done really well.
They're 4th.
Yeah. Are they? Oh, I thought they were 5th. They're 4th. Okay, even better. There you go. So I'll give it to Sunderland.
All right, JR, your winners and losers for the week, please.
Okay, so my winner of the week, I'm going to give it to Nuno, all right? Because he's won back-to-back games with West Ham, right?
He's turning it around.
And I'm like, oh, even them lot are winning games. That's mad. Like, because like even the first game he had with them, they just looked abysmal. They looked abysmal. And he's managed to turn it around and find a way of winning important games, like even just for a bit of stability. So I got to rate that. So they're the winners for me. The losers for me are Fulham, right? Because slightly they're in a bad place, right? They're in a bad place. I think they've lost 5 out of their last 7 games. Like
that sounds like that's Liverpool form, boy.
Do you know what I mean? Bloody losers, right? So like even their last game, they lost 2-0. Right, they won against Wolves because everyone beats Wolves. So don't be gassed, Chelsea fans. And then Newcastle beat them, Arsenal beat them, Bournemouth beat them, Villa beat them. Like the only league game they won before that was Brentford. That was on September the 20th. So they're getting slapped, right? And in the table right now, they're not in a nice place. They're 15th, right? They're 15th. So for me, they should be doing better than they have. I don't think they have the same excuses. So they haven't lost like a big player or anything like that recently. So for me, they're the losers.
Losers of the week. Tiny. Winners and losers of the week.
Well, I cannot look past Newcastle this week. Yeah, slap up. I would have said Liverpool because they did get slap up. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Newcastle this week. And my winner is Doku because that performance.
I knew it was coming. I knew someone was.
This guy did madness. He was ducking. His goal was wicked. He had the Liverpool defense in. I don't even know what pocket he had them in.
Pretzel, blood.
He was collecting them. I was collecting them, bro.
Infinity Stones. He said, "Right, I got Conor Bradley right there. Now I'm gonna go get Gravenberch as well. He's an idiot. Then what? Penalty edge of the box. Allow it."
Okay. All of them. So yeah,
what's mad about Doku, right? There's a page on Twitter that mocked Doku for the last 2 seasons, and
over 30. Over 30.
Yeah, you've not roasted no player over 30. Every time he plays well, the player's over 30. Goes, wait, let me check the age. And the player's 30. And you're just like, fucking hell. And this is the first time that you're just like, he's roasted players that are under 30, and you'd be like, okay, cool. So maybe he's broke the pass.
Yeah, I just think that it didn't matter how many players were in that vicinity. He was just taking liberties. Conor Bradley, they were bigging up Conor Bradley. Oh, Conor Bradley, he dealt with Vinicius. But got to the weekend, got cooked. Disgustingly as well. Like, embarrassment. Serious embarrassment. It's not.
He ended up kicking people. Did you see him at the end towards the end of the game?
Bruv. He was a mess. They needed to get him out of there.
You got to fall for the sub when he's getting like that because the way that he was getting toasted, Woo!
You got that, yeah. Tiny, you got to do a little Saka limp and get
You know
yourself
that
out of
one?
there.
Thinking, you know.
Get
The
out of
Saka
there,
limp.
blood.
Like he got shot or something. Like, oh, yeah?
Get out of there, blood. Get in. Well, last but not least, myself, my winner was gonna be Doku anyway, because you know I had it ready. I knew someone was gonna say it before me. I was kind of surprised that no one said it. I was like, right, like no ways, but because that was like a 10 out of 10 performance from him. Didn't matter how many players were over there, and I do not rate Doku one bit, but that was fun. That was fun to watch. I was sitting there like, no, not again, please, allow it.
Leave him alone.
He's already dead. He's already
They
dead.
wasn't ready.
Oh man, honestly, and losers of the week is going to Tottenham Hotspur because, like Tiny said earlier, they thought they scored a last-minute goal and they got last-minute goal. Won the last-minute goal at home at that stupid, expensive stadium that they don't know how to win games at. They're done.
We can throw
They're
a
done.
concept there.
It's called the toilet bowl, bro.
Yeah, get me. They can walk on the skyline all they want. They ain't getting 3 points there. The only team getting 3 points. Well, I say the only team. But instead of it being 3 point lane, it's now 3 point stadium because they ain't got nothing going on over there. But to wrap up this episode, thank you guys for coming on, for joining. I've been Cairo, ready to host. Thank you, Boxer. Thank you, Tiny. Thank you, JR. And we are out.
Boy, double bass, Nika.